Alright, happy gamers. This is Chad Gaming 808 coming at you. This is my first video covering Raid Shadow Legends. And today I would like to cover Arbiter. She is a Void legendary support hero. I was very lucky and I pulled mine from a Void shard. As you can see, I am still very far away on the missions from actually getting Arbiter. So very lucky to have pulled her. So we'll go ahead and pull my Arbiter back up. I have her in all speed. The Divine set I would like to get away from, but I haven't been able to find the stats on normal speed gear that I'm looking for. But anyway, for the gauntlets, I went with HP percentage. For the chest, I went with HP percentage. And the boots, I went with speed. For the weapon, the helmet, and the shield, all I'm really looking for is multiple speed rolls, accuracy, and either HP percentage or defense percentage. So thankfully on these I got at least 1 to 2 speed rolls. So you can see my total stats. My total speed is 252 and my accuracy is 186. I would really like to get my speed up to around 300-ish. That would be fantastic. It would help me out a lot more. And I'd like to push my accuracy to around 200, maybe 220. But I still got a lot of grinding to do in the dungeon to improve my gear. As you can see, this is all 5-star gear except for the weapon. So I really got to push into that 6-star gear. For the ring I went with HP. For the amulet, I went with HP, and the banner, I went with accuracy. So I do currently use her in the clan boss, and unfortunately, she is one of my champions that dies first. So one thing I'm going to do to improve her is I'm going to switch her gloves or her chest plate over to defense percentage, just to give her a little bit better sustainability. And I was going to switch the ring over to defense, but I already got 2 good defense rolls on it. So I feel that one was pretty good. Anyway, let's get into her skills. So her A1, attack one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 30% chance of placing a 25% weaken. Weaken is a fantastic debuff. It allows you to cause a lot more damage to the enemy. Her A2 is attack all enemies 1 time. Has a 75% chance of decreasing the duration of all enemy buffs by 1. I really like this skill for in the arena when I'm going up against Skull Crowns, and she has that unkillable buff on. I can activate this ability, wipes it off. My next champion comes along, takes her out. Her third ability fills the turn meter of all allies by 30% and places a 50% increase attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. Then heals the allies for 25% of their max HP, but only if they were under 50% HP. Her last ability, she revives all your dead allies, gives them 35% HP, then she fills the turn meter of all those allies by 20%. If she successfully revives a fallen champion, she gets an extra turn. This I really enjoy, especially in the arena. If I don't get to go first, 1 or 2 of my champions will usually always get dropped. So I use this ability, I bring them back. This ability is usually on cooldown, so I can give them increased attack and heals them a little bit. So it's really fantastic. And she has a speed aura in the arena that increases by 30%. She is who I currently use as my leader in the arena. So let's go over the masteries I have on her. Since I do use her in the clan boss, I went down the offense tree all the way down to War Master. And under the support, this is the path that I currently took. I really wanted to get Lasting Gifts and Master Hexer. Both of these will help extend the buffs the debuffs that she places on the enemy, the weaken. All right, now that we have covered that, let's jump into the arena so I can show you Arbiter in action. All right, let's go ahead and try this first one. So as you can see, I have Arbiter as my leader for the speed. Then I go with Valkyrie, Prince Kymar, which I'm going to be doing a guide on both of these two, just fantastic champions. And I am in gold 4, and I still rock Kale. Fantastic champion also. All right, let's see what this team's got. See if I can outspeed them. All right, so I do get to go first. So with Arbiter, you want to use her third ability. So everyone gets increased attack and fills their turn meter a little bit. Then my Valkyrie, give us some counterattack. For Prince Kymar, I'm going to save his sleep. We don't currently need that, so let's just smack him hard. Have Kale drop the nuke. All right, so we got Valkyrie. Let's see if we can take out this reindeer. All right, we are now going to use her A2, which will lower the buff of an enemy by 1. So you can currently see he has a health for 1 turn. Activate it, boom, removes it. All right, we're waiting to cycle back around. Activate our Kymar, remove the buffs, put him to sleep. Let's get some more counterattack going. Say Night Night Reindeer. And we're going to reset our cooldowns. And since we don't need any of these, we're just going to smack her with the A1, see if we can get the weaken, and we did not. That's also why I need to bump her accuracy closer to 200. We're going to save counterattack. Just going to go with A1, and bam. We win that. So that's an example of why Arbiter is really good in the arena. She wants to get you to go first. She provides weaken. She can lower the buffs the enemy has on. She can revive. Just overall fantastic champion. All right, let's move on to the dungeon. Let's check out how she performs in the dragon. So I can currently farm stage 20. Before Arbiter, I was not at 20. I think I was around 16, maybe 17. So anyway, let's see how she performs in stage 20. So we got Battle, Arbiter, Monster, Royal Guard, and Tyrell. That should be pretty good just to check this out. I am going to go ahead and play this on auto. So we get the instant speed boost. And if any of you don't have Bad L, I recently got him on Valentine's Day. Fantastic pull. I did it in front of my family. They were all really excited. We're all jumping around like maniacs, all excited. So before I had Bad L, I was using Apothecary, which is still a fantastic champion for speed and those clutch heals. I have Tyrell in to do the defense down, the attack down, and also lower the turn meter of the enemy. And if any of you are not familiar with Miscreated Monster, he is an epic, but I like to say he's in disguise. He's a legendary in disguise. What I mean by that is he has stuns, he has heals. I mean, this guy, his name does him justice. He is an absolute monster. He brings shields. Like he does it all. Okay, we got to the dragon in just over a minute. As you can see, Arbiter has place the weaken on him, which is allowing us to hit for more damage. Tyrell just put the defense down. So her weaken is, for the most part, the only ability that's really going to have any impact for the dragon. He doesn't have any school debuffs to lower, and so the poisons are really ticking away at the dragon. Also, if you don't have Royal Guard, you can stick in a Kale. Adding his poisons really helps, and will help you drop the dragon very fast. All right, just like that, we beat the dragon in 2 minutes and 7 seconds. So you can see Arbiter is fantastic at stage 20 Dragon's Lair. And we get a junk piece of chestplate armor. Now, if this would have been attack percentage, I'd probably hold on to it. A little while back, I also pulled Royal Huntsman. This would have been a chest piece I would have thought about putting on him. But we'll go ahead and sell that. All right, moving on. Let's check out the Fire Knight. Since she is a void, she has no weakness, so you can put her against any affinity. And let's go ahead and give it a run. Now I have Tyrell in here. He's not the best choice. I do got to get a different character than a magic to place defense down. I pulled a Fushan on my last shard pull also, so I'm probably going to get him up and running. And I also fused Rosin Scarhide. I could use him also, but I'm really looking for that AoE defense down, because that really helps. And of course we got our monster. He's laying out the... He was laying out the fears. Cold Heart is in here because her A1 hits 4 times, and it's really going to help you lower the Fire Knight shield. And of course her Heartseeker is just going to come in and just slam him. Now I do got to go through and continually improve my Cold Heart. I need to raise her crit damage so she hits a lot more. The one bad thing I'd say about Arbiter, her AI is not the best. Like as you just saw, she used her Tornado ability, which would lower a buff by 1 turn. The enemy did not have any up, but at least it was an AoE hit. And if any of you are not familiar with Valkyrie, I'm looking forward to getting a guide out on her also. She does counterattack and has shield. She also has a jealousy perk, so anytime the bad guy puts on a buff, as you can see they have a defense up right here, she gets jealous and increases her turn meter a little bit. It's a fantastic skill. And of course, Monster slamming people, getting the stun. Monster is critical in these higher up stages for wave control. Those stuns can really save your life and help you through. As you can see, unlike sleep, if you hit someone when they're asleep, they pop back awake, they can start attacking. With stun, they're completely stunned for 1 turn and they have to wait for their turn meter to cycle through again. But thankfully, Monster, being the monster he is fantastic for this. Even though he is a weak affinity, still fantastic. Now, this is not the fastest run in the world. I would love to decrease my time on this. We just got to the Fire Knight, 2 minutes, 50 seconds. I also have to increase my Cold Heart's accuracy. She does not always land her heal restriction. All right, we took our first hit. And of course, all of you that have Cold Heart know she is a little squishy, so she dies quite a bit. But as you can see, Arbiter brought her right back, gave her a boost of health. And then Monster put on some ally protection on her. My team is also not speed tuned. So unfortunately, this battle can go on a little bit for me. It can go up 8-9 minutes. It really depends on RNG for these abilities being landed. All right, there's your Heartseeker, but he was resisted, so he did not completely deplete the turn meter, which really frustrates me. But it's nothing that farming the spider and the dragon can't help fix. It's all on gear, and all of us that play these games, especially Raid, know that this game is all about grinding, getting gear, rolling on the gear for those fantastic stats. If you don't get them, sell them, rinse and repeat. All right, got resisted again. All right, so I don't want to bore you guys watching this entire thing. I will come back when we are very close to the end or when we already beat him, and we'll pick up. All right, and we are back. So as you can see, we beat the Fire Knight stage 20 at 6 minutes and 42 seconds. And we get another junk piece of attack gear. So we'll go ahead and sell that. Get a nice chunk of money for us. So anyway, you can see Arbiter's not really there from that much for the damage. She is there for the revive and really placing that weaken. And the multi-hit A1 helps lowering the shield. Okay, let's go ahead and check out the Ice Golem. I just recently unlocked stage 20, which I was very, very excited about. And of course, as you know, Miss Arbiter here was a key player in that. So let's see how she performs in the Ice Golem. So like usual, we have the speed boost because she's the fastest. So we get the speed boost on all of our characters. We get all of our buffs up. And wave 1 is usually pretty easy to go through because we have all of our abilities up and ready to fire off. So we got our weaken, we got our poisons from Bad L, really ticking away. And just like that, we're getting ready to say night-night to wave 1. All right. Wave 2 here can be a real pain in the butt. So we got these two dogs right here, and they both put up Reflect, which if you bring in some real heavy hitters on AoEs like your your Royal Guard, they can kill themselves very easy because a good portion of that damage gets reflected back from multiple opponents, and usually he just keels over. And then, well, then again, that's why we have Arbiter, because she's there to pick him back up. But that's why I don't use Royal Guard in this. And of course, we lay the smackdown on round 2, and now we are at the boss. So this boss is a big pain in the butt. If anyone who's not too familiar with it, so he's got these 2 minions here. It is imperative that you drop these 2 minions first before attacking the main boss. The reason is when you drop the boss at his 80%, his 60%, his 45%, his 30%, and his 15%, he does a massive slam AoE attack. So for every one of his minions that's still alive when he does that attack, he ignores 50% of your defense. So if both his minions are up, he ignores 100% of your defense and just mollywops your entire team. So as you can see, we took out his minions. We're getting ready to lower him to that first limit. We already have our buffs up, so it won't be too bad of a hit. And there we go. We took the hit. He revived his ads, and now all we're going to do is rinse and repeat. Monster gets Monster gets the stuns up, stops them from coming. What I'd really like is to get a champion that when you kill the enemy, they cannot revive. But unfortunately, I haven't been that lucky to pull that type of a champion yet. But it's on my radar, so Polarium, let's hope I get that champion. But with my luck's okay. All right, we have now dropped him below 50%. We did take a second big hit, but thankfully between Bad L placing our heals on and our miscreated monster doing what the monster does best for sustain and wave control, we are doing pretty good here. All right, we just lost our monster, so now we're currently waiting for our Arbiter to cycle her revive ability back up. There we go. And then she triggers her A3, which gives him even more life and gives everyone a little boost to their turn meter. All right, one add down. So fun fact with the Fire Knight, if you can get enough poisons on him and the poisons tick his life down below these thresholds right here, the 80, 60, 45, it does not trigger the boss to do the mollywop hit. But if you do physical damage and you take him below those, you will take the hit. All right, and just like that, we beat the Ice Golem in 4 minutes and 14 seconds. Very happy with that. I'm not the best. I'm not a big fan of the resist set. I'm not able to get into Platinum Arena, so for me, it's not really needed. I look at this as an easy source of income. All right, so that is our 3 dungeons. I do use her in Spider, and unfortunately, it really gets to me, but I cannot farm stage 20 of the Spider. The best I can do is 17. So usually when I come in here and farm, I farm stage 14. So I'll just go ahead and quick show you this. I do take it off auto. I don't like the way Cold Heart prioritizes her abilities on auto. She doesn't want to do her Heart Seeker right off the bat. So first off, with Arbiter, we're going to increase everyone's speed and give them a little bit of attack. Tyrell is going to do his AoE. Royal Guard's going to lay his smackdown. Cold Heart's going to do her Heart Seeker and deplete his turn meter. We have Kymar here to redo our cooldowns. Now here, I don't need to do this ability again. We already have our attack up, and we're already going to beat the Spiderlings and the boss. So now I go for her A1, and I try to get Weaken on the boss. There you can see we procced it, which is fantastic. And since we have defense down also, I'm not going to use Tyrell's defense down again. I'm going to use his A3, and I'm going to go to see if we can reduce the turn meter, and bam. All right, Royal Guard's up. We're going to smack him. Cold Heart's going to come in and right between the eyes. Pow! Just like that, the Spider Boss takes a dive, and we get a piece of jewelry. So not too shabby. She's really good in here. I do have an Ultimate Gaelic that I'm considering. I already have him at 5 stars, level 50. I got to take him to 6 star, and I'm probably going to build a team around just burning the Spider to death to do work my way down to 20. And Arbiter is good in all of these dungeons. Don't know if you guys are interested or even want to see these, but I'll go ahead and show you a quick magic dungeon run on stage 15. I usually do this in about a minute and a half, I believe. Then we quick got our speed boost, defense down. And if anyone has not fused Rosin yet, and you're on the fence about fusing him, which is this very beautiful lizard guy right here, I strongly encourage you to go ahead and try to get him. He is account changing when you're very low on champions and maybe you don't even have a legendary yet. He was my second legendary. My first one, I was at my son's soccer game and I got lucky and I pulled Ghostborn while watching one of his soccer practices. So, like a crazy person, I was hooting and hollering on the sidelines and people looking at me like, what the heck's this guy doing? But anyway, after that, I did get everyone together and I fused Rosin Scarhide, and I've been very happy with him since. He can fully deplete all enemy enemy turn meters. He can do defense down and weaken. He also has a 3-hit A1, which is just fantastic. All right, we're chugging along nicely on this boss. The biggest thing with her is you want to deplete her shield that she gets. Can be a real pain in the butt. I do have Jack. I did fuse him around this last Halloween when he was up, but I only have him at 5 stars. I haven't taken him to 60. I got other champions that I'm trying to prioritize, but I will be getting to him, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be in my team to just rip off that shield. So as you can see, we're right at 1 minute 30 seconds for this. So she's fantastic anywhere. Anywhere where you need a boost of speed, you need your people to go first, you need a weaken, you need a revive, you need to increase their attack, or you just got to give them a little health, but only if they're below 50%. That's kind of the kicker. But she can still do some pretty clutch heals. And anyway, I believe that wraps it up for Arbiter. So anyway, if you like this video, which I really hope you did, I'm looking forward to making a lot more. Give you a quick overview of the champions I currently have. Here's my Valentine's Bad L. Very happy with him. I'm currently building up my Royal Huntsman, and that is a video I'm really looking forward to pumping out. I'm looking forward to seeing him in the arena, just hopefully he can drop people. I got myself a Mountain King. Let's check out my vault real quick. So I got a few legendaries hiding in here. So I pulled Fushan and Mountain King at the same pull, this last pull session. So the one bad thing about this game, which I really hope Polarium takes to heart, I know some of the heavy hitters for YouTube on Raid Shadow Legends, you have Stu Gaming, Showfly Mobile, these guys, like myself, we need champion space. This is the biggest thing. Like I have maybe 10 legendaries. I do have some duplicates on my epics, and I'm trying to hold on to some rares also. But as you can see, I can only keep 1 extra person in my vault. I can only hold 10 more in here. Like, we desperately need some more champion storage. So I'm really hoping that the company takes this to heart and gives us some extra space, because we desperately need it, especially with the adding of new champions. But to throw a positive on that negative, this is an absolutely beautiful game. I love playing it. I was free to play on this game for about 10 months, didn't spend a penny on it. And to be honest, I had no legendaries. I had very bad epics. My account really wasn't going anywhere. I decided to buy some shard packs, the blue shard packs, the 5 for $5. I picked up a couple voids, and as I started pulling more, I started getting better champions. My progression continued. And anyway, that is my account as you can see it. I'm looking forward to talking about it more with you guys and hopefully getting some feedback from the community, because I'm still learning myself. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will get back at you on another video. Have a great night, guys.